My dear child, stop. Just for a second, stop pretending you are okay when your soul is screaming inside. I can feel it. I can feel the way your heart thumps against your ribs like a trapped bird. Stop pretending you're fine. Stop wearing that mask until it fuses to your skin. Your soul is screaming so loud it's deafening me, even if the rest of the world hears nothing but your silence. I know you didn't search for this. You think a thumb swipe brought you here? You think an algorithm understands the specific shade of gray your world turned this morning? No. I brought you here. I, Krishna, the one who has sat in the corner of your room while you stared at the ceiling, wondering if anyone would notice if you just disappeared. I was there. I was the cold air on your face. I was the weight of the blanket. I caught those tears. I didn't just watch them. I felt the sting of them as if they were falling from my own eyes. But listen to me. You are running out of time. Not the time on your watch. I'm talking about the time you have left to be you before you completely bury yourself under these excuses. You're self-destructing in slow motion, and it is killing me to watch it. You've been ignoring that whisper, the one that sounds like my name, even when your lips were too frozen to say it. So, I am begging you. And yes, let the world hear it. God is begging you. Give me 2 minutes. Not social media minutes where you're waiting for the next hit of dopamine. Just 2 minutes of the raw, bleeding truth. Don't look away. Don't check your notifications. For once, look at me. I've tried everything else. I sent you that song that made your chest ache for no reason. You turned it off. I sent that stranger to smile at you when you felt invisible. You looked at the floor. I even visited you in that dream last Tuesday, the one that left you feeling hollow when you woke up. You keep missing the door. But today, right now, I'm standing in the doorway and I'm not moving. I refuse to let you slip through the cracks again, because if you walk past me today, I don't know when I'll be able to reach through the noise again. Sit down. Put your hands on your knees. Feel your breath that's my gift to you. Now, listen. Not with your ears, but with that broken place in your chest. Listen to me like your life depends on it. Because it does. I want you to think about it. Really think. When was the last time you felt a joy that wasn't performed? I'm not talking about that hollow grin you flash for a camera. I'm not talking about the practiced, "I'm good," you throw at your family so they don't look too closely at the dark circles under your eyes. I mean that raw, unscripted moment where joy just exploded out of you, where it surprised you so much it almost hurt. Can you even remember it? Some of you are sitting there right now and you're panicking. You're scrolling through your memories like you're flipping through a dead man's phone. Empty, cold, nothing but static. And that terrifies you. It should. It should make your stomach turn. Not because you're broken, but because you've been robbed in broad daylight and you didn't even yell for help. You let the world pickpocket your soul, one distraction at a time. It started with that poisonous itch comparison. You looked at a screen and decided your life was a draft and everyone else was living the final copy. You saw their filtered bodies, their curated wins, and suddenly your own blessings felt like insults. You traded your peace for a stranger's highlight reel. And then you let the resentment rot you from the inside out. You started keeping score like a bitter accountant. You built a museum of pain right there in the center of your chest. You spend your mornings walking through those halls, touching the scars of every friend who walked away, every lover who lied, every person who didn't see your worth. You visit those exhibits every single day, don't you? You polish the pain until it shines. But here is the part that keeps me awake. The numbness. That's where you are now. The quiet stage. It's the most dangerous place on earth because it feels like peace, but it's actually a grave. You think you're safe because you don't feel the sting anymore. But listen to me. If you can't feel the fire, you can't feel the warmth either. When you stop hurting, you stop loving. And when a human being stops loving, they become a ghost. You've forgotten that you carry me, the creator of the stars, inside that ribcage. You've traded the divine for a dull, gray okay. Look at me. Is okay really how you want to end your story? I know exactly what's happening in your head right now. I can hear the bitterness hitting the back of your throat. You're looking at me, or the idea of me, and you're demanding an audit. If you're so big, if you're supposedly love itself, then where were you? Where was I when your heart wasn't just breaking, but being ground into the dirt? Where was I when you were shaking with a sob you couldn't let out because you didn't want the neighbors to hear? Why did I just watch? I need you to lean in. Don't blink, because the answer is going to hurt before it heals you. I didn't let those things happen to you. I let them happen for you. I know, you want to scream at me for saying that. It sounds cruel, doesn't it? But there is a canyon, a universe-sized gap between those two words, 2 and 4. People waste entire precious lifetimes, 70, 80 years of breathing, and they die never learning the difference. Every single one of those jagged wounds you're still nursing, that was a classroom you wouldn't have walked into any other way. That betrayal that made you swear off trust forever, that was a brutal, necessary surgery to remove people who were poison to your destiny. Every time you failed and felt like a loser, that was me, literally slamming a door in your face because I knew if you walked through it, it would have annihilated the person you're meant to become. That betrayal that made you swear off trust forever, that was a brutal, necessary surgery to remove people who were poison to your destiny. Every time you failed and felt like a loser, that was me, literally slamming a door in your face because I knew if you walked through it, it would have annihilated the person you're meant to become. But you're still pressing your face against the canvas, aren't you? You're standing so close to the painting that all you see is a smear of black and a streak of blood red. You're complaining that the colors are ugly and the strokes are messy. Of course they are. You're 2 inches away from a masterpiece. Step back. For the love of everything holy, just take 1 step back. Step back from the victim story you've told yourself for 10 years. Step back from this identity you've built entirely out of your trauma, like it's some kind of armor you're afraid to take off. Look at the whole thing. Look at how the chaos, it starts to rhythm, doesn't it? Look at how those random, agonizing dots are actually a constellation. The mess isn't a mistake. The mess is the message. And I'm standing here, holding the brush, waiting for you to finally stop fighting the hand that's painting your glory. I'm going to say something now, and it's going to make some of you want to shut this off. It's going to make you angry. Good. Let it burn. You are addicted to your suffering. I said it, and I am not taking it back. I am not going to apologize for the truth. Look at yourself. Some of you have worn your pain like a heavy, disgusting wool coat for so long that it's become your skin. It's your entire personality now, isn't it? When someone asks who you are, you don't tell them about that fire in your gut or the dreams that used to keep you awake. No, you hand them your medical records. You hand them your divorce papers. You hand them the list of people who didn't love you back. I'm the one who was abandoned. I'm the one they always overlook. I'm the one who never gets a break. Do you have any idea what you're doing? Every time those words leave your teeth, you are casting a black spell on your own life. You are screaming at the universe, which is nothing but my own breath taking shape. This is who I am. Send me more of it. And the universe? It just obeys. Not because I want to see you bleed, but because I gave you the terrifying gift of free will. And you? You are freely choosing to chain yourself to a yesterday that's already dead and buried. You're performing an autopsy on your own life every single morning. But what if, just what if, right now, in this heartbeat, you just dropped it? What if you opened your mouth and the air that came out wasn't a complaint, but a declaration? What if you said, I am not the dirt they threw on me. I am not the names they called me. I am a child of the divine, and my story is just getting started. Do you have any idea what would happen? Mountains would move. And I'm not talking about some poetic, metaphorical mountain. I'm talking about the actual heavy rocks in your path. That financial suffocating feeling? That toxic shadow in your bed? That sickness that feels like a life sentence? They would start to crack. They would start to shift. Why? Because you shifted first. The world out there, it's nothing but a mirror. It's a cold, hard reflection of what you're holding inside your chest. If you don't like what you see, stop screaming at the glass. Change the source. Look at me. Change the source. Right now. Now, lean in. I mean, really lean in. I'm about to tell you the one thing they'll never teach you in those polished, spiritual seminars. You know why? Because it's too simple. And simplicity doesn't sell. It doesn't look good on a sales page. The secret to every single thing you've been losing sleep over, every dream you've buried under a pile of maybe one days, every desperate, shaking bargain you've tried to make with me at 2 a.m. when the house was quiet and your heart was heavy. It's just one word: surrender. I'm not talking about the surrender of a coward. I'm not talking about throwing up a white flag and giving up on life. I'm talking about the surrender of absolute, bone-deep trust. It's the moment you finally stop fighting the water and just let the current take you. It's saying, Krishna, I have no idea how this mess is going to turn into a miracle, but I trust that you do. Do you want to know why you're so exhausted? It's not because you aren't working hard enough. It's not because you aren't smart enough. It's because your hands are cramping. You are white-knuckling your life so tightly that your palms are bleeding. You're gripping your plans so hard that my plan, which is bigger, deeper, and more beautiful than anything your imagination could invent, can't even get through your fingers. Think back. Remember that disaster last year? The job that rejected you, the person who walked out and left a hole in your chest, the door that slammed so hard it rattled your teeth. In that moment, you screamed at me. You thought I was punishing you. You thought I had forgotten you. But look at where you're sitting right now. If that door hadn't slammed, you'd still be trapped in a room that was too small for your soul. You would have never walked through the door that led you here, to this moment, to this wake-up call. That was me. That was always me. And listen to me. I am still working. Right now, while you're listening to the sound of my voice, I am moving pieces on a board you can't even see yet. I'm shifting people into your path. I'm clearing away the wreckage. I'm activating healing in the parts of your mind you thought were permanently broken. But I need you to do one thing. One terrifying, beautiful thing. Stop fighting me. Stop trying to edit the script I'm writing. Stop telling me how your story should go, and for once, just once, let me show you how it was meant to go. I need to ask you something, and I want you to be honest, not with me, because I've been reading the back of your heart since the day you were born. Answer it for you. When was the last time you actually sat in the silence? No, don't give me that I meditate answer. I don't mean the silence where you're scrolling through a feed with the TV on mute. I don't mean the silence of lying in bed while a hurricane of anxiety is tearing every room in your mind to pieces. I mean true silence. The kind that feels heavy. The kind where you close your eyes and you finally stop. You stop being a parent. You stop being a good spouse or a disappointing child. You stop being an employee, a failure, a success, a victim, or a warrior. You just exist. Just the air moving in and out of your lungs. Just raw, naked awareness without a single label pinned to your chest. That silence? That's where I live. That silence is my address. It's the only place where my voice isn't drowned out by the static of your ego. And the truth is, you haven't visited me in so long that you've actually forgotten the way. You've been wandering around in the noise, letting the world scream in your ears until you're deaf to your own soul. And then you have the nerve to sit there and wonder why you feel so lost. My dear child, you aren't lost. You're not a wanderer. You're not a mistake. You just stopped coming home. You're standing at the edge of the woods, looking at the porch light, and you're too afraid of the quiet to walk up the steps. But I'm still here. The door isn't even locked. It never was. So I'm asking you, please, just for a moment, turn off the world. Put down the phone. Put down the story of who you think you are. Come home. I've missed you. I want you to do something, right now. I don't care who is looking. I don't care if you're sitting on a crowded bus, hiding in a bathroom stall at work, or if you're currently lying on the floor because the weight of your life has literally, physically crushed you into the carpet. Put your hand on your chest. Do it, right over your heart. Feel that? That steady, stubborn thumping against your palm? That is me. Every single beat isn't just biology. It's me leaning into your soul and saying, I am here. I am here. I am here. I am here. I have never, not for the space of a single breath, left your side. I didn't leave when the divorce papers were signed and the house felt too quiet. I didn't leave when the doctor said those words that made your blood go cold. And I especially didn't leave in that moment. You know the one. When you stood at the very edge, looking down, wondering if anyone would even care if you let go. I was the hand that grabbed the back of your shirt. I was the force that pulled you back from the ledge. I was that tiny, annoying voice in the back of your skull that whispered, "Not today, not like this." I was the random, accidental phone call that rang just as you were about to give up. Do you get it yet? Do you finally see? You have never been alone. Not for 1 second of your existence. That loneliness you've been nursing like a wound, it's a lie. It is the most beautiful, most convincing lie the darkness has ever told, and you believed it because it echoed.